Sunday shoes. Now I'm gonna break this down into two parts because when I think of Sunday, I think of rest. Do you rest, black man? Oh yeah, well where do you rest at? Do you rest in financial gain, material success? Do you rest in being a faithful husband, a proud parent? Because if you rest in those things, you're wrong. See, rest is not in a function. Rest is in a person. For he that enter into his rest, he also have ceased from his own work. He also have ceased from his own works as God did from his. Verse 11, let us labor therefore to enter into that rest. Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of what? Unbelief. Rest has nothing to do with a system flowing efficiently. Rest has all to do with you, black man, flowing efficiently in him. If any man, therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Therefore, if any man be in rest, in Sunday shoes. Okay, let's talk about the second word in this title, which is shoes. See, when I think of shoes, I think about the covering of my feet. Black man, what is your covering? Is your covering your family's name? Is your covering your college education? Is your covering a leadership role that you have that was bestowed upon you? Shoes represent your feet being covered, but where are your feet taking you? And he said to Moses, draw nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. Black men, when it comes to Sunday shoes, it's all about the journey in those Sunday shoes to enter into his rest. And when you enter into his rest, do the respectful things by taking off thy Sunday shoes, because whereon thou standest is holy ground. Let's transition to the elements of art and principles of design. In the elements of art, I want to talk about color. Color can be defined as intensity or saturation. In other words, purity and strength. Listen, I paint walls for a living. You always see speckles of paint on my uniform and especially on my shoes. The color, the intensity, the saturation, the purity and strength that caught my attention immediately in this Sunday shoes painting was the little speckles of white paint on both shoes. The reason why these little speckles of white paint hurts me internally is because I wear these same speckled shoes to work, and my job is not packaged with what we learned in the intro, which was rest in holy ground. I am encouraged though, because these same little speckles of white paint were also worn on another pair of Sunday shoes, and guess what? He got the job of his dreams. Now, let's shift our focus to the principles of design. In the principles of design, I want to talk about the balance. Now, balance is sometimes referred to as symmetry. Look at how the speckles of white paint is symmetrical on both shoes. Look at how the shoe on the right shows us that you lace up this particular shoe from the inside ankle compartment. Look at how the symmetry of both shoes possess a shadow. But the shadow is different because of the position of each shoe, and the main balance that I see in these Sunday shoes is they are definitely broken in. This painting is filled with so many stories and is undeniably a collector's item. This is your brother, Opinion.